Welcome back to Real House DIY. Today we're going to talk about why your fridge is leaking water on the inside. The leak we're talking about today is specific to the design of this type of fridge. This one's a Frigidaire. There's a lot of other fridges that use this exact same design. So looking inside the fridge, this is what we're talking about. If you see this on the inside of your fridge, this specific design, basically what it's doing, it's taking the cold air from the freezer to make the cold air in the fridge. So take a closer look and see there's holes right here and here. You have some ice cold air from the freezer coming down to make the fridge cold. So you're dripping. It might seem like it's coming from this tube right here, but it's not. If you feel up behind here, feel some styrofoam, you'll feel some pieces of ice, and that ice is melting and it's dripping down. That's why I have a paper towel right here that collects the drips. Try to take a closer look back there so you can see any ice. And right there at the top at the back, you see a little bit of ice right there. Now at the same time, if you notice your fridge is not getting cold enough, you're turning the dial to colder, you could actually have an ice blockage in here that's keeping the cold air from getting into the fridge. So why is this happening? It's basically humidity and condensation. You have some humid air condensing on colder surfaces, might turn into ice, might start dripping. How do you fix it? The simple solution, just collect the drips with a paper towel or a small container. That's what I'm doing in this case, especially since it's a very small amount of ice, small amount of water drips. But if it's dripping a lot of water, then you have humid air getting in some other way. For example, you want to check all your seals. You can see this one starting to peel back a little bit there. You might have some warm air getting into the fridge or freezer. You can see that's the case on this surface of the freezer. There's warm air getting past the seal. It's turning to ice right at this edge. And if you're opening your fridge a lot, there's going to be a lot more humid air getting in there, especially if you have a lot of people in your household, or it's the middle of summer, a lot of humidity in the house. Finally, talking about what's going into your fridge, especially if you're having accidental spills, that water is going to evaporate. If you're making ice in your freezer, you want to avoid the spills while putting that in. Definitely good to use this kind that covers up the ice. And maybe the biggest thing that you don't want to do is putting warm leftover food into your fridge, especially say a warm pot of soup. It's going to be letting off a lot of steam, humidity. That's going to be causing that problem right away. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.